Good morning, profitable traders. Welcome to today's market call session, being the 26th of November 2025. So good to have each and every one of you around for this session. My name is Cynthia, and I'll be taking us through the analysis on DXY, GBP USD, and Euro USD. Right after that, my colleague CJ will be coming up for his analysis on gold and the yen basket. I'd like to pray for indulgence. Kindly share the links to this session with everyone on our various social media platforms so this can get to as many people as possible. So without further ado, we will just head straight to the analysis for today. Starting off with the DXY on the weekly time frame. Right, so if you're looking at this point of interest for price to trade into, the left shoulder right here, over a period of time right now, we've actually been looking out for price to retrace right back into the left shoulder, residing at 107.589. And once price does that, I'm willing to continue the sell on the XY. Coming down to the daily time frame, we're seeing the most recent price action being bullish, although price has is here to take out the high right here, 99.855. Instead, we saw price create a double top, and there's liquidity residing right here. So the next thing that might happen is for price to sweep liquidity and keep buying all the way to the upside. I'm coming down to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, seeing that price has been bullish, right? There's a point of interest right here that I'm interested in, right? Shoulder, sweep break, return right back into this left shoulder. And once that happens, best believe I will be more than interested. Beg your pardon. I will be more than interested to take the buy of the XY. I'm coming down to the 4-hour time frame also. On the 4-hour time frame, please ascertain if you can hear me. On the 1-hour time frame, I'm also looking at this point of interest, right? And there's a fair value gap right here. So we may see further push to the downside before the buy of the XY, right? So I'm interested to sell the XY once I see price retrace into 98.747. Coming down to Euro USD, let's see what the market is doing on the weekly time frame. Everything is still as it is. We want to buy this on the weekly time frame. Once we see price retracing to the left shoulder and coming down to the daily time frame also, we've been seeing price just stalling, right? We were expecting some reaction once price gets and trades into this IOFED, but at that point, price has just been stalling and ranging, so to say. And we're also speculating that if this point doesn't hold, then price wants to take out the low right here at 1.13984 and keep selling all the way to the left shoulder on the 4-hour, on the weekly time frame. I beg your pardon. I'm coming down to the 4-hour time frame. If we are going to fib this entire swing from point A to point B right here, we are actually looking out for price to, we're actually looking out for price to
incoming mail
fib level and sell off that point. On the 1 hour time frame also, we're seeing that minor structure is actually bullish, right? Overall, we're actually looking out for sell opportunities, but coming down here, we're seeing that minor structure is actually bullish on the 1 hour time frame. And on the 15 minutes time frame, let's see if we can find anything, an entry also for the short term buy on Euro USD. So this has already played out, right? Shoulder sweep, break, return. If you were sitting at your chart, rather, you'd have seen this playing out, shoulder sweep, break, return right back here, and you're seeing that this is already playing out. All we're looking out for is for another opportunity. And this looks like one. Shoulder on the 5 minutes time frame, sweep, right? And then eventual break to the upside. This is all I'm looking out for on Euro USD, for price to retrace right back into this left shoulder at 1.15750. Once price gets there, best believe I'm interested in short-term buy of Euro USD. Last on my list being GBP USD. The weekly time frame as seen right here. In the weekly time frame, we are also looking at this point of interest. We're looking at the left shoulder at 1.24912, sweep, break. Once price returns right back into this left shoulder, best believe I'm interested in buying GBP USD. And coming down to the daily time frame also, we're seeing that structure is actually to the downside. And on the 4 hour time frame, as seen right here, on the 4 hour time frame, right, overall, we're seeing bearish moves overall. On the 1 hour time frame, let's see, we're seeing minor structure being bullish. So we'll just be interested in catching short-term buys, of course, on the much lower time frame. So looking out for entries on the 15 minutes time frame based on our classic box pattern. For the short-term buy, I can't really spot anything on the 15 minutes time frame. It's not so clear. It's not clear at all. And on the 5 minutes time frame also, we're not seeing anything so clear, except for this that is here, shoulder at 1.31247, sweep, break. Once price returns into this left shoulder on the 5 minutes time frame for GBP USD, best believe I will be taking the buy. The buy of GBP USD. So yes, this is my outlook for today. If you have a contrary bias from everything that I have analyzed, please feel free to type in the chat box. We all see the market through different lenses and through different perspectives. So while we're doing that, I'd like to announce that registration for the FX Bootcamp training, the last edition for the year 2025, is around the corner, second week of December. So you can always send us a message to reserve your slot on 081 6099 5030. And also the Falcon 2.0 bot listing service. If you're following us on our various social media platforms, we have been saying stuff about it. So to track the performance of the bot, we have an account running on our YouTube channel. You can just head straight to Value Flow Trading on YouTube channel to track the performance. And if you are pleased with what you see, you can always sign up at valueflowtrading.com/Falcon. You'll get the full details there on how to go about registering, funding, and all. So without taking further time, we will be going on a short break and we will be coming back to continue today's analysis. So don't go anywhere. CJ will be here shortly. Cheers and God bless.
Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the market call for today. Excited to have you all here, and we'll be proceeding with the market call as we look at gold against the dollar, and then we'll also be looking at the yen first. These are the things we have in focus for today. Starting off with the analysis on gold against the dollar. We're looking at gold right now, and we're seeing that gold has just been stuck within this range. And since it made this retracement here, or we've been struggling to continue the move back to the upside. However, at this point now, we're seeing that to slowly move into the upside. But then we're anticipating a sell move, and let's see how that plays out this week. Looking at it from here on the 4-hour time frame, you'll see why we're anticipating the sell move. There was a clear break around here. First break was here, second was here, and then price sold off. Right now, we're seeing price currently at this 4-hour order block, and then we're expecting that we might see one more push into the other block, so it trades into it properly before selling further to the downside. So I'm expecting a buy on gold all the way here, and then a sell off. So something like this is my expectation on this pair all the way here, and then to revisit these lows again. So once I see price inside this other block properly, I'll start expecting a sell-off on gold. So for today, I'll just sit out and wait for it to trade into this level here, and then I would expect a sell-off afterward.
Incoming mail.
I'm expecting to play out on gold. Now let's move to the yen basket as the gold analysis is clear. On the yen basket, you can see that we are still selling heavily to the downside. I told you all a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, this is where we expect the yen basket to trade into. We're expecting it to sell all the way here. And you can see that that sell is still in play, even though it has taken a brief pause. to retrace, and we might see the continuation to the downside. On the 4-hour time frame, price looks to be changing momentum back to the downside. So we're expecting further and further sales on the yen basket. And now if we look at the yen pairs, we're expecting buys. Clearly, that is all that we are doing on the yen basket. Okay, especially for GBP, JPY, and Euro JPY, we're expecting buys across board. So for GBP, JPY today, haven't seen this move that happened late into the Asian session and early in the London session. It has broken this high. I'm waiting to see if it's going to retrace a little bit to the downside, and then we'll look for trades we can take off that move. So for GBP JPY, I just want to see it break and retrace a little, then we would expect the move. Now, while it is retracing, we could see out some these are diagonal liquidities that are residing on GBP JPY right here. So we might see price take all of it out and then start by. So looking at where price currently is, it's heavily in a premium level. So I'd want to see it to be discounted, and then I would look for a trade from it. Okay. So this is what I want to see on GBP JPY. A move to the downside, and then I would expect a good trade to be taken from it. Okay, this is my expectation. Now let's move to Euro JPY. Now for Euro JPY, I'm expecting the same thing. If you see what Euro JPY is doing, it's been buying heavily. Okay, it has been buying heavily. So Euro JPY, we're expecting it to come back down, give us a good entry, and then buy back to the upside. So let's look out for places where we could see the buy somewhere around here. This is going to be a very good place for a buy should price start retracing. I would not want to use the fib tool right now because price has not started retracing yet. So I'll wait for it to get down, and then I'll take the buy once it is up. So I'm waiting for Euro JPY and GBP JPY to give me a proper retracement before I take a trade across either of the two of them. So while I'm waiting for it, same thing is happening on gold. I'm waiting for gold to trade into this order block on the 4 hours. Then I'll take my trade to the downside. These are the things I'm expecting to trade for the remaining part of the week. For Euro JPY and GBP JPY, I'm expecting a buy across both. And then for gold against the dollar, I'm also expecting a buy setup to play out on it. So this is my expectations and this is my analysis for the day. I don't think any major news should come to disrupt this play because everywhere looks quiet on the fundamental side. So we just keep our watch on these three pairs that we've analyzed so far and expect them to play out according to our anticipation. Okay, so these are the things we are looking out for today. If you want to learn or you're interested in learning how to trade like this, of course, we have the final FX Bootcamp class coming up in December. So make sure you do not miss out on that class. All right, this is where we're going to be teaching all our strategies are fresh and making sure that everyone knows how to trade just like we do. We're also going to be covering our risk management and psychology setups so that you will understand how we approach markets from a psychological standpoint and from a risk management standpoint, okay? So if you're interested, send us a DM on Telegram or on WhatsApp via our WhatsApp number, official WhatsApp number, and then you'll be guided on how to get started on the training, okay? So we're going to meet again by 2 p.m. GMT +1 for a market color session recap where we'll check up on these setups that we've analyzed to see if they're playing out in our direction and how to manage any trade if we're in any, okay? Thank you very much once again for joining today's market color. My name is CJ. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers and God bless.